guys, so I'm making another video, and this video is going to be a story time. A story, no, I don't even know what to call it, because it's more so of a story time, but not really a story time. I don't know what you want to call it. So let me know in the comments down below what you think I should name it. So I was watching a video earlier, and I was like, I always been debating if I wanted to do this video because it's really close to heart, and I don't want no type of judgment, like none of that, If you guys hear anything different, it's the fam. This is gonna be like a laid back type video. Like, you guys never seen me in my glasses, or like never seen me with a hair scarf on, like, you know. And this week, if you guys want some information on it, just let me know in the comments down below. It said it's natural state. So yeah, okay. Oh my god, I don't even know where to start. Okay, you guys know that my son is 7 months old, and from the day he was born to now, it's been a struggle. It hasn't been a struggle with actually him. It is him, but it's not him. Now, me and his father, with quotation marks, we have been together since March 23rd, 2014. We are currently not together, but we were together since March 23rd, 2014. And it was all fine and dandy at first, like all types of relationships. But as time was going by, it didn't dawn on me at first, but he just seemed like not a baby, but we wanted to be treated like a baby. So when we found out we were pregnant, it wasn't until a little bit after we found out that it was in the air, like, oh, she getting an abortion. So I was like, okay, whatever, we're gonna get an abortion. So okay, I feel like I'm about to cry. So we decided, not to get an abortion, but it was like we was arguing constantly, arguing all the time. Let me turn the fan down. We were arguing all the time, and every time it was like just going back and forth, and if he wanted something and I didn't want to do it, like, it was just like, basically he wanted me to treat him like I was his mother. His mother gave him everything. Anything he asked for, she gave it to him. I mean, yeah, that's okay because that's his mother, but if you're disrespecting her, why should she give you something? And then if you didn't get it, it was like, oh, let me act the fool. So that didn't follow me. I didn't like that. I wasn't going to treat you like I was your mother. No. So every time we would argue, it was like, just, it was big, like really big. It was one day when we went on a date. We went skating, and I was scared because it was kind of like our first date, and I was only scared because it was a lot of people there. Like, I'm a shy person, so it was a lot of people there, and I was scared to take my shoes off. I had board socks, but my feet wasn't done, and I didn't want nobody to see my feet. So he got his skates and he started skating, and I still didn't get up. So he kept trying to make it a big deal or whatever, and he does have anger problems. So he made me mad to the point where I wanted to leave. So if we left, we couldn't get back in when we had to pay again. Well, I mean, like, if you take your skates off and then leave out, you can't come back in. If you do, you have to pay. So I left out, and then he followed me. I was trying to go home because he just made me so mad, like he wanted to be all hype for no reason. And that was the first day that he put his hands on me. I was so in shock. I was so embarrassed. I was so scared. I just had so many emotions running through my head, my body, like everything. It wasn't nobody outside, bro, where we was at, but I just was like, oh my god, what is going on. So this boy was like walking, and he knew him, so they was like talking or whatever, and I'm standing there crying, like I just wanted to go home. So the boy was like, "You're crazy." I'm not gonna say his name, I'm gonna say Jeff. So he was like telling Jeff that he's crazy, and just, you know, he always crazy, whatever. He was well known for being a fighter and just having a bad attitude, like a bad attitude. So if you guys want like a story time how we met, like that type of story time, then let me know in the comments down below. But after that we left, and I left, and he was looking for me. So it was some other guys who knew him, and he asked them, did they see me? I was hiding behind the car, and they pointed over there, and it was like, she's over there. So he came over there, and we was on the main strip. So I'm like, yo, like chill. So we like going back and forth, and we wound up walking back to his house. And that was like a long walk. It was like a half an hour, 45-minute walk. It really wasn't that long, but I walked slow, like extremely slow. So after that, it was just like always a fight. Like when I was pregnant, we were fighting, and it was just a lot on me, like a lot on me. And he was always the type to be like, well, I'm sorry, after he noticed that I was really hurting, not physically but emotionally, and I always fell for it. So he would always say bad things to me, as in, oh, B, I hate you. Well, he didn't say I hate you. Basically it was just like that's basically how I felt, that he hated me. I was just so hurt, and just like I didn't know what to do. I didn't know who to tell, where to go, like any of that. They did, like, you know, they do have hotlines and stuff like that, but I was scared because me calling, it was no reason to call if I was gonna go back. He would always say, that's not my baby. He shut me out of abortion, and stop talking to me, and then like we'll stop talking for a couple days, and I don't want to talk again. So I told my dad is incarcerated, and he told my uncle, and my uncle is not incarcerated. So basically he didn't want to come to the baby shower because he felt as though my family didn't like him, and he felt like he didn't like my family, which he did. So the day that he decided that he was going to come to the baby shower, the day of the baby shower, he came and got me early so we can go get the cake, and things were just going smoothly that whole day until it was like nighttime when we decided to open the gifts. After we opened the gifts, my uncle called him outside, and they were across the street from my grandmother's house, and they were talking, and it led to something bigger than what it was. Basically, he told him that he needs to stop putting his hands on me. If my dad was home, this wouldn't happen. So I'm not gonna go word for word with the conversation, but that basically what it was. He basically told him to stop putting his hands on me because, you know, who wouldn't? Like, so he took it offensive, but I don't see why you would take it offensive, because if that was you, he would feel the same way. But it's not like he came and confronted you on some like, you know, on some hype stuff. He came to you man to man on some, you know, relax, chill back type thing. But, you know, being as though Jeff is that type of person, he took it offensive. So my cousins and all, I'm trying to calm him down because he's on 10, and like he calmed down a little bit, and I'm like a balloon. I can't do nothing. I'm like, what is going on? Like, somebody stop him. Like, you know, I couldn't do anything. He like, when he's mad, it's like he can't hear nothing. The world is just blocked out. So Um, we had took the gifts home to my house, and he was calm. I stayed the night at his house, and he kept talking about it, and I was like, oh my god, I wish he shut up. And then we had, and then next thing you know, I went into labor. When we were at the hospital, the second day I had Carson, or was it? Is it the night of I had Carson? I can't remember. It was the night of or the day after. We got into an altercation in the hospital, and I called the the nurses, and I got him kicked out. Then I got him banned, and then he told me that he was coming back up here. His mom came up there the day I was leaving the hospital, and I knew he was there, but I knew that he couldn't get in the hospital because I put him on the list to where so he's not able to come in or able to come to my room. So he came to my grandmother's house later that day and was looking for me. He came to my house, and it was big thing. It was just too much. It was too much on me. I felt like this was enough, but I went back. I went back a little after, and what? Wait, what the heck? Sorry about that. Yeah, I went back plenty of times, and I put myself and my son in situations that I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I really don't, because at the time I felt like my emotions were taking over, my hormones were taking over. They were taking over my mind, my heart, like everything. And I was putting both of us in risky situations where I got in trouble for it. I'm not gonna say what I got in trouble for, but I mean I got in trouble for it. And I could have lost it. Like I could have lost everything, like everything. And I finally realized that love shouldn't take over you. I finally realized that I don't need a man to define me. I don't need a boy to define me. I finally realized that there's more to life than being stuck on someone who doesn't give two shits about you. I finally realized how to defend myself. Not just physically, but emotionally and mentally. I also gained a lot of confidence. There were times where I wanted to ask for help, but I didn't know how. I was embarrassed, and I didn't know what to do. Every time I went to the doctors, I seen, like the little signs in the bathroom or in the, room about domestic violence. I wanted to rip the tab of the phone number so bad just to call, but I didn't know how. I didn't know what to say. I just didn't know what to do. It was so many times where I could have left, but I chose to stay. And now I'm free. I'm free of all the pain, all the suffering, all the everything. I still think about going back, but then I think about the times where I was hurting, where I was hurting my son, where I thought everything would be okay, and things were the same. And to this day, I am strong. I am stronger. I know that even though in the back of my head, the tiniest piece thinks that he will get his stuff together and we could be a family. But I know in reality, that won't happen. Even though they say that girls are, way older in age than guys, I never used to believe it. But it's true. Even though when we found out that we were having Carson, I knew that maybe this could make things better. I didn't think that having a baby would better our relationship, but I did think that it would help it. I didn't keep my son just to keep him, because to be honest, even though I was with him and I kept going back, the baby wasn't the reason I stayed. My son is my pride and joy. I love him so so much. I don't think that nothing can change that. Like, nothing. I know nothing can change that. Until he gets himself together, he won't be in Carson's life. I know everyone's going to have their different opinions on that, but no one knows the whole story. And I don't know how to deal with the emotional parts of everything, because sometimes it is overwhelming. But I try each and every day to just think how life can be when everything falls into place. As you guys know, I still live with my mother, and I'm still working. But I do struggle sometimes with the whole babysitter thing, but things are kind of falling into place slowly but surely. Yeah. I want to tell girls out there older than me, younger than me, the same age as me, it doesn't hurt to call the hotlines for domestic violence. No one should be abused physically, emotionally, or mentally. No one, men or women. No one. If you need someone to talk to, you can talk to me. I have my email linked down below, and you can talk. I know that some people might not want to talk because I didn't want to talk. I would hide it. I never had the bruises, but there was one time where my eye was slightly swollen and red, but I didn't notice it at first. My mom did, and I told her that I probably slept on it wrong. When in reality, a flashback came back to when I got hit in the face. I don't want to go back to that. He always asks when we want to be together, when can I get a second chance? And I'm just like, damn, I'm not that same girl again. And I'm proud of myself. I really am. I've overcome a lot. I used to be that girl who was like reacting to everything. Not just with him, but reacting to everything. And I'm not that girl no more. I'm happy. Things will get better over time. And I just look at things like there's a good side to everything. And even though I'm still struggling with, being a single mom and being a teen parent, I take it one day at a time. I really do. And even though it is a struggle, I keep pushing because I know my son needs me and I need him. And I wouldn't want him to be like his father or be in a relationship like that. So, with that being said, keep pushing, keep trying. It doesn't hurt to try new things. Not saying go out and try every new thing, but I mean it doesn't hurt to try new things as long as it's beneficial in a good way. Yeah, so that was like a story time on my abusive relationship. Gosh, that was like so hard to get out, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one.